One live. Good morning, good morning. This is Dr. Neslin speaking from beautiful London this morning, Kingston upon Thames in Surrey, just outside of London. And it is Monday, the 22nd of May. And of course, you are here with me on the Passion Show. Well, so let's jump straight into it. I want to talk to you this morning about what to let go in order to live your joy, your purpose, and your passion. And let me share a quote with you. I love this quote, and it's from Pablo Picasso. And it says, "Freedom is not the absence of commitment, but the ability to choose and commit myself to what is best for me." I just love that so much. Freedom is not the absence of commitments, but the ability to choose and commit myself to what is best for me. So, what is best for you? Have you given that much thought recently? You know, life can take its turn to push and pull you. Life is like a river. It never goes straight. It really goes round the corners. And sometimes, when you're going around the corners, you will find that so many issues can come up. And as Marina often says, some people believe that they have an entitlement. And so the people's entitlement may sometimes want to push you. But have you really thought about what is best for you? So, are you ready to dig deep with me and excavate the real reasons why you may sometimes not be living your joy, your purpose, and your passion? Well, there are times when I want you to remember that joy is absolutely your birthright. Joy is your birthright. And love is what you are really here for. It is not your power to release those patterns that are holding you back. Yes, you must dig in and find out what is it that is holding you back. And once you have an understanding of that, I want you to remember that you have the power to move on. So, are you ready to dig deep? Well, take a deep breath. And as you take that deep breath, then think quite carefully. How would you create yourself anew each day? How would you create yourself anew each day? Everything can be taken away from you, but not your freedom to choose. It is the attitude that you take to your choice that is very important. I'd like to remind you that there are very, very close parallels between our emotional life and our lived life. So, when you think about it, what you focus on expands, and what you're giving attention to, you create as your reality. The tone that you hold in your attitude each moment will also color the choices that you make. And remember, you can use the power of intention to change your vibrational tone at any moment. So, you may be feeling sad, and that is a real emotion. But, in the moments of sadness, if you're able to dig deep into it and appreciate what that sadness is about without fighting it, just owning it and breathe into it and release it. Release it, give gratitude for it, for giving you even more information. You know, when you're able to breathe through without fighting the emotion, it will always take you to the deepest level, and at the deepest level will be joy. So remember, you are never, never, never alone. And because you are never alone, it's very important that you stay centered. You stay centered and move forward with what you want to achieve in life. Say yes to life. The simple practice of actually saying yes to life can bring about tremendous changes for you. You can take a short walk and mentally repeat to yourself, yes, 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 the entire time. You can repeat the word yes while visualizing your goals. You can look in the mirror and say things like, yes, I am enough. I am worthy. Yes, I am loved. You choose the words and the situations you actually want to say yes to. And I promise you that if you practice this for a week, just saying yes to life, you will see minor miracles happening in your life. This is a lived experience. This is not something I'm talking to because I've read this in a book. This is lived experience. And in my coaching practice, when I have encouraged my clients to say yes to life, to be clear about what they want to say yes to, how things change. Let me share with you quite recently. Back in October, November last year, I was going through a very difficult patch. And I recognize that this was part of my soul's journey for me to be lifted to a higher level. Without going into the details of it, apart from the fact that I said to you, it was a very difficult patch. I breathe in as I practice what I preach and acknowledge that yes, yes to the situation, yes to the difficulty. I appreciate what it is here to teach me. I have learned the lessons and I take those lessons seriously. I'll take the wisdom forward. And now I want to leave this situation behind. Well, behold, lo and behold, as I would say, all sorts of miracles happened for me. Within a short time, in late December, early January, I received an email which actually said that I had been nominated and will be awarded as one of the best 100 global coaching leaders. Now, I do not know who did that nomination and from where it came, but that actually took me into Mumbai on the 15th of February to receive the award. You know, I just continually saying yes to life. Soon after, I was awarded by W.O.R.K.S World an author's award, which I collected in March. And no sooner than that, again, another award came up again, and I do not know who nominated me for this latter award, and that was to be awarded as a Woman of the Decade in Community Leadership and Social Change, which I have just returned from New Delhi, collecting that award, which was presented to me by Dr. Ayura and a minister from the Indian government. Now, I am sharing this with you not to impress you, but to express to you the importance of saying yes to life, irrespective of where you are at the moment and what you are going through. When you say yes to life and being very clear around your purpose and what is it you actually want to open up for yourself, what you want to achieve for yourself, the contribution that you want to make. You know, I say three things about purpose. That when we are thinking about purpose, we think about it on three levels. The first level is that connection to the divine. You see, you have often heard me say that we are spiritual beings here having a human experience. The divine has never forgotten us. The divine has never disconnected with us. The divinity is within us. But sometimes we have disconnected from the divine. When you are connected to divine and when you breathe and choose to be connected and ask for the unseen divine help, it actually comes. So that your first purpose is your connection with the divine. And then the second part of purpose is about being of service. You and I are here to be of service to other human beings. And we are of service in many different ways. And we all come with our gifts. We all come with our potential. And each of us, we are unique. We have different gifts. And the gifts that the divine has given us is to be of service. So you may use your gifts as an entrepreneur, developing goods and services. You may use your gifts in your employment, whatever you do. But we have gifts to be of service. And the third element, so apart from being of service, the next element of purpose is to be very clear around our unique skills and our unique gifts and how we use those to really create the life that we love and live the life that we love. Because, you know, when you are living the life that you love, you will always be in the flow, and you will flow so beautifully, so purposefully, that things will come your way that you would never ever dream of. Now, here is a story. When I met Marina, when some time ago, and I connected with her at that soul level. And I said to her, we're going to do great works together. And I disappeared. And she disappeared. But you know, see how the universe works. Sometime later, I'm invited to an event. And of course, I turned up, and it was Marina's event. So again, we came back together. There's always a higher purpose. There's always a higher energy that is actually connecting us, and all of us. And so we are all connected. And when we are connected, and when we are very genuine and clear about our purpose, we will always find a way through. And so here I am now as a passion show host on Radio Works World, enjoying every moment of it. The people I meet, and I'd like you to link in with me over the next 3 weeks, because I have some wonderful people who I will be interviewing. 2 people from India and a wonderful woman here by the name of Seema Harriet, and her passion is as a midwife and how she's enabling and growing and supporting others. And I have a beautiful interview set up for you with Michelle. And Michelle is very much around relationships, and Michelle and Dennis writes extensively around relationships. So lots to share with you, lots to um, be on purpose with. So I love you dearly, and I want to say to you, whatever is happening in life, stay clear and stay focused on your purpose. Your purpose and your passion are your gateways to you having a wonderful and joyful life. It is just so important that you do not lose sight. So, from time to time, in my coaching practice, I support others to stay focused, and I ask them a few questions. And I love to give questions, because I feel that questions trigger the mind. And so, along with asking people about what inspires you most about living your purpose, I then move straight into, what do you struggle with most around living your purpose and your passion and sharing your gifts with the world? Now, through my coaching practice, I find that there are 4 key areas that people tell me that they struggle with. And the number one, would you believe it, is about self-doubt. And the self-doubt sometimes comes as feeling unworthy, and sometimes limiting stories, and sometimes fear. I want to remind you how powerful you are. You are a powerful being. You are a spiritual being. And because you are a spiritual being, you are a powerful being. So when the self-doubt arises, have a conversation with it. But remember, you are worthy. Get the support of a coach. And there are many coaches that can help you to release those self-doubts and those fears. The second thing that people tell me that they struggle with most in terms of living their passion and their purpose and sharing their gifts with the world is issues to do with finance and issues to do with wealth. Issues to do with finance will arise from time to time, and sometimes they do come to teach very powerful lessons. But the important thing to remember is finance is never an issue to stop you doing what is it you love to do. Because once you make your commitment, the finance will always flow. I say that again, finance is never an issue for stopping you being the person who you are here to be, or to achieve what you are here to achieve. Because once you make the commitment, the finance will flow. I know that from lived experience, and I know that from working with my clients. The next point that I find people tell me that they struggle around in terms of living their passion, their purpose, and sharing their gifts with the world is being very unclear about who they are. And this is what we encourage you to do, to join us through our Stardust Academy, because this is exactly what we do in terms of the Stardust Academy, that we encourage you to share your stories. And by beginning to speak and sharing your story, you become clear about who you are, and you find that you are more powerful, you have more strength than you have ever thought about. So we'll be sharing the link around the Stardust Academy. Marina will be sharing the link about the Stardust Academy, and I want you to make a commitment to become a member of the Stardust Academy. And the important thing is, when you become a member of the Stardust Academy, you will also have accreditation. That we have looked at accreditation and we have sorted out accreditation. You will be accredited. So not many academies enable you to have accreditation, but in the Stardust Academy, you will be accredited. Now, the fourth point that people tell me that they struggle most around their purpose, their passion, and sharing with their gifts is confused about how to share their gifts and what are the next steps. And this is exactly what we do in the Stardust Academy. We enable you, we support you to be very clear about your gifts, what we call your GPS, your goals, your passion, and your skills. So you become very clear about who you are, and we work with you to have clarity around the next steps, and we promote you and we support you. So you don't have to struggle. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to struggle anymore. Come and be with us as um, a, a member of our academy, because when you do that, you get clear pretty quickly about what you really, really, really want. There is no not knowing what you want and no sort of kind of knowing. You become very clear about knowing what you want. I also find that in my coaching practice, when I ask people about what is most stopping them from having or living a clear, aligned vision for their life, the 5 things that I find is people sometimes don't trust their intuition. They don't trust their intuition. You know, having the intuition is one thing, but you need to trust it. And the reason why you need to trust it is that you need to take action. You know, you can have all the best ideas in the world, but seriously, if you don't take action on your ideas, you know, they will come and they'll go. One idea will follow another and another and another, and you will stay exactly where you are. So trust your intuition and, importantly, take action. The second point that I find through my coaching practice, when I ask people what is most stopping them from having, living a clear, aligned vision for their life, they tell me knowing or sometimes having clarity about their desires and their vision. You see, if you don't know where you're going, you'll end up somewhere else. If you don't actually have a vision for your life, somebody else will have a vision for theirs, and they will engage you to help them to achieve their vision. Now, this is very different to collaboration. None of us can get where we want to be and to make the biggest impact that we can be alone. So we will need to collaborate. But in that collaboration, you need to be very clear about how you are adding value, where you're adding value, and how your added value expand your purpose and your vision. The third thing that people tell me that most stop them from living a clear, aligned vision for their life is managing their energy field and personal power. And again, there are skills. These are skills that you can develop. And in the academy, we will be working with you around managing your energy field and your personal power. We will be having master classes, and in those master classes we will be working with you around your influencing skills, your conflict resolution skills, your negotiation skills, and the importance of good breathing, the importance of knowing about your energy field, how to manage your energy field, the importance of good nutrition. So the fourth thing that most stops people from living a clear, aligned vision for their life is that they get stuck and they get held back by old wounds, by stories, by patterns and fears. Leave all that behind. Yesterday is not today. You know, learn the lessons from life and move forward. The more we rehearse old wounds, is we just relive them. You know, we don't have to let the old stories hold us back. Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. Every moment you can choose to have a better life, to have a more empowered life, to live a life that is so energizing. You don't have to get stuck within fear. We will teach you and share with you and enable you to have the lived experience of how to leave the fears behind within the Stardust Academy. And importantly, I find that last big area why most people what is it that stops them from living their clear, aligned vision um, for their life is they don't know how to create effective manifestation and creation skills. And of course, we teach you how to manifest and how to use creation skills. You know, people talk about the law of attraction, but there are so many things that they don't fully understand. We teach you quite deeply how to be powerfully connected with your intuition and with your power. We'll teach you how to heal and to have empowered relationships with money. We'll teach you how to be deeply connected to your purpose and living with fulfillment and that has an impact in the world. We'll teach you how to build relationships and how to market and promote yourself in such a way that you are recognized. And wrapping up, I would want to say to you that right now I'd like you to do an exercise with me. So breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Breathe in deeply through your nose, nostrils, and breathe out through your mouth with the sound of ah. So you breathe out with the ah breath. Breathing again. Now I'd like you to put your left hand onto your heart. And again, I'd like you to take a few deep breaths. And I'd like you to ask your soul essence, what is it you really, really need at this time to support your journey and fullest expression? And trust that your intuition will tell you. So the question is, hand on your heart, deep breath. What do you really need at this time to support your journey and your fullest expression? Make a note and trust your intuition. And with that, I am logging off and saying, we look forward to your membership in the Stardust Academy. Have a wonderful, great day. This is Dr. Neslin signing off from the Passion Show. Peace be with you. Lots of love.